Today's film is of a regional Formula Ford 1600 championship from 1991. Hello and welcome to VFS Videos, the official YouTube channel of VFS Motor Racing videos. Today's film is of the Everyman Star and Mallory Formula Ford 1600 Championship of 1991. After 5 rounds with 4 wins, Michael Tegadine was leading with 43 points. Second in the championship, with steady performances in all 5 rounds, was Alistair Lane with 36 points. But just prior to the 6th round, on Sunday the 4th of August, Alistair Lane's car was involved in a big testing shunt and looked like he wasn't going to compete in the rest of the season. However, his friend and fellow competitor Don Hardman loaned him his car for the 6th round. So let's see what happened in practice.
Cars out on practice session number 6 for race 6, a 15-lap scratch race. Positions in the championship after 5 rounds are as follows. Leading is Michael Tegadine, going through there with 43 points. From Alistair Lane with 36, Steve Tyndall with 23, Dave Williams with 17, Don Hardman and Mark Bryan with 15, and Jonathan Clues with 11. Number 9 going through there is John Lockton from Rugby in a Van Diemen RF84. Number 36 going through there, Steve Shirley from Rugby. And here we see the fastest man in practice and second in the championship, Alistair Lane. Alistair did a time of 48.63. That's a speed of 99.93. Alistair is a 28-year-old account executive with a design company from Market Harborough. He was the 1985 Formula E Ford 1600 champion and has had many wins and lap records. The car he is driving is a Van Diemen RF86 with a Nelson tuned engine, and the car is loaned to him by Don Hardman. Number 1 going through, Dave Williams. Second fastest in practice was number 39, Mark Bryan, last year's champion. Mark did a time of 48.88. That's a speed of 99.43. Third fastest was Dave Williams with a time of 48.93, a speed of 99.32. Fourth was Steve Shirley with a 49.12, a speed of 98.94. Only 5th fastest, the current championship leader Michael Tegadine with a 49.15, a speed of 98.88. And 6th fastest was number 80, Darren Edmonds in a Reynard with a time of 49.20, a speed of 98.78. And there we see Darren Edmonds going through there, number 80. Darren is a mortgage broker from Solihull, and this is his first season of motor racing. He's had no previous experience and has only had a few top 10 finishes in the motorcraft and 3rd in a champion of Snetterton. The car is a Reynard FF90 and the engine is tuned by GT Services. Number 17 going through there, that's the March 718 of Paul Sims. Paul is a 45-year-old director from Leicester and has had 5 years racing in the pre-74 Formula Ford 1600 and also 2 years in Formula Ford 2000. The car is a March 718 of 1971 and the engine is tuned by Tony Trevor and is in fact only one of 4 ever made. Here we see Jake Benson, who's just had a slight off in the Foundation Racing Van Diemen RF85. Another shot there of Paul Sims. Darren Edmonds again, the Solihull driver who was going very well in practice. Number 4 going through there, that was Jonathan Hall. And another shot of John Lockton. John is a driving instructor, aged 41 from Rugby. And used to be an ex-motorcycle racer. The car is a Van Diemen RF84. And is usually raced in the pre-85 series. Number 20 going through there. That's Peter Waterfield, an insurance broker aged 33 from Bramhall. The car he is racing is a Van Diemen RF85 with a Ford Scholar tuned engine. Number 40 going through there, that was Paul Whiten. Paul, who had a good race earlier in the season. Chris Bullymore again. Number 15 going through there, that's Peter Felix, a 21-year-old motor trader from Derby. And Peter has raced in Formula Ford 1600 now for 3 years in the Star of Mallory and Champion of Cadwell. And his best places have been a 5th at Cadwell and a 5th at Mallory. The car is a Van Diemen RF89 with a Minister Dave Morgan tuned engine. And Peter works part-time at Mallory Park as an instructor with the Everyman Racing School. And that is just about the end of the practice session.
Well, a good practice session there for Alistair Lane driving Don Hardman's car. Second was Mark Bryan, and down in 5th the championship leader Mike Tegadine. So let's see what happened in the race.
Cars coming out now for the 15-lap race, led by the poleman Alistair Lane. Alongside Alistair is Mark Bryan, and on the second row is Dave Williams and Steve Shirley. First lap down Stebby Straight, and it's Alistair Lane in the lead from Mark Bryan. Third, Steve Shirley. Fourth there, Dave Williams. Fifth, Darren Edmonds, and the rest of the pack. Second lap, and it's still Alistair Lane in the lead from number 39, Mark Bryan. Third is Steve Shirley, and these three are drawing away from Darren Edmonds. Third lap, Alistair Lane, Mark Bryan, Steve Shirley. .20 going through, that's Peter Waterfield from Bramhall. Fourth lap, Alistair Lane, Mark Bryan, Steve Shirley. Fourth place is number 80, that's Darren Edmonds. Fifth looks like Dave Williams. Number 9 going through, that's John Lockton, just passing Peter Waterfield. Here come the leaders again, and it's still number 27, Alistair Lane from Mark Bryan, Steve Shirley, Darren Edmonds, number 1, Dave Williams, and number 56 going well there, Jake Benson. Here we see number 17, that's the march of Paul Sims, currently down in about 16th place. Here come the leaders, and it's still Alistair Lane in the lead, 7th lap. Still holding off Mark Bryan, and in fact Alistair put up a fastest lap for the race with a time of 48.03. That's the speed of 101.18. Number 6 going through, James Mason, followed through by Paul Sims. They're currently 14th and 15th. We've already lost Michael Tegadine from our lap charts as the leader comes through. Alistair Lane, Mark Bryan, Steve Shirley, Warren Edmonds, and now we have Jake Benson up into 5th place. 25, that's Adam Moody in the Ray down in 13th place. Here come the leaders again. Number 14 going through, that's Stephen Crossland. Stephen already been lapped. 33, that's Chris Bullymore, followed through by Peter Felix. Here come the leaders again. Lane, Bryan, Shirley and Edmonds. And Steve Shirley beginning to draw away from Darren Edmonds as we see number 1, Dave Williams. Dave back now in 6th place, followed through by Martin Gilbert. Cars coming through now on their 12th lap, and it's still Alistair Lane from Mark Bryan and Steve Shirley. And they're beginning to drop Darren Edmonds slightly. .31 going through there, Steve Tyndall and Jonathan Hall dicing over 8th and 9th places. James Mason currently lying in 14th place. 13th lap, and it's still Lane, Bryan, Shirley and Edmonds. .31 Steve Tyndall and number 4 Jonathan Hall still dicing for 8th and 9th places. 14th lap, Alistair Lane now beginning to open up a small advantage over Mark Bryan and Steve Shirley, with Darren Edmonds dropping back slightly. Here they come through on the last lap. Alistair Lane won the race doing 15 laps in 12 minutes 21.9. That's a speed of 98.26. Second was finally Mark Bryan. Third, Steve Shirley. Fourth, Darren Edmonds. Fifth, a good drive by Jake Benson. And sixth, Dave Williams. And there we see Alistair Lane, the winner of the 6th round of the championship.
Well, what a great result for Alistair Lane, and with Mike Tegadine not finishing, it means now that Alistair goes into the penultimate 7th round in the lead in the championship with 47 points to Mike Tegadine's 43. So let's see what happened in round 7.
Cars coming out now for the 15-lap race. On pole position is number 27 Alistair Lane. Alongside Alistair is 69 Michael Waite, and the second row is made up of 26 Dave Morgan and 28 Michael Tegadine. First lap into the S's, and it's Alistair Lane into the lead from Michael Waite, Darren Edmonds and Roger Eccleston, and Mike Tegadine has gone off right underneath the cameraman as the rest of the cars make their way through the S's and up to Shaw's hairpin. There's Mike's car. Second lap, Alistair Lane, and coming through into second place, Darren Edmonds ahead of Michael Waite. Number 7 going through there, that's Brett Savage. And the race has been black flagged, it's been stopped due to the position of Michael Tegadine's car there in a dangerous position. Car's coming out for the restart. And they're doing all of 15 laps again. First lap of the restart, and it's Alistair Lane, Michael Waite, Dave Morgan, Roger Eccleston and Darren Edmonds. And number 21 going across the grass, that's Ian Taylor. He's going to join in last place. Second lap, Alistair Lane in the lead, and up into second, Michael Waite and Darren Edmonds. Fourth now is Dave Morgan. 21 going through there. Ian Taylor trying to make up for lost ground. Third lap, Alistair Lane, and now up into second place, Darren Edmonds. Third now is Dave Morgan, and up into fourth, Jake Benson ahead of Michael Waite. So Michael Waite going backwards at the moment, as we see another shot of Ian Taylor. Fourth lap, Alistair Lane. There we see the second place man, Darren Edmonds, followed through by Dave Morgan, Jake Benson and Darren Edwards. 38 going through there. That's Phil Hart. And number 3 going through there, that's Martin O'Donnell. Here come the leaders again. Leaders on the 5th lap. There we see Dave Morgan, still in third place, chasing Alistair Lane and Darren Edmonds. Sixth lap, Alistair Lane, and if Alistair stays in that position, he's going to take the championship lead, although Darren Edmonds is catching him up now. Number 38 going through there again, Phil Hart. And another car running across the grass there. Here come the leaders. And it's still the first 3. With 4th place coming through here, number 56. Having a good race today, Jake Benson. 15 and 33. That's Peter Felix and Chris Bullymore. They're dicing over 8th and 9th places. Here come the leaders again, and it's still Alistair Lane with his handy little advantage over Darren Edmonds and Dave Morgan. Whoops, but what's that? I can see smoke. 38 again, Phil Hart. Somebody else with a nose cone missing. That's number 12, that's Peter Eccleston. Peter down in about 10th place. And there's the leader, smoking but still holding the lead. And if anything, he is drawing away from Darren Edmonds. There's 69. Slipping back now, Michael Waite, after his early charge. There's Peter Eccleston with the nose cone missing. Fastest lap for the race was put up by Darren Edmonds in his pursuit of Alistair Lane. Darren did a time of 48.04, that's a speed of 101.16. 33, another car without a nose cone, Chris Bullymore. Chris dicing with Peter Felix. There's 21, Ian Taylor, making up places. Peter Felix in the newly painted car there. Peter currently down in 8th place. There's Dave Morgan going through. The leader's already gone through. .22 going through there. That's Martin Gilbert. And here we see the new leader, number 80, Darren Edmonds. Alistair Lane has gone missing. He's gone missing from our lap charts after 10 laps. So second now is Dave Morgan. 22, Martin Gilbert. Here comes the leader again, and Darren looking like he's going to have a race win today. Number 11 going through there, that was Roger Eccleston. 44, Peter Sudborough. .33, the noseless Chris Bullymore in 7th place. Peter Eccleston down in about 11th place at the moment. We've lost Jake Benson, he's gone missing from our lap charts. And Darren Edmonds went on to win the race, doing 15 laps in 12 minutes, 40.76, a speed of 95.82.
Well, what an eventful round 7. Mike Teggerty must have thought his championship chances were all over when he went off on the first lap. Little did he know that Alistair Lane's car wouldn't last the distance. So they go into the final round in the same positions as they went into the penultimate round. So let's see what happened in the final round.
Cars coming out for the final round in the championship, with just 4 points separating Alistair Lane and Michael Tegardine. But on pole position is Stuart Jackson, with Michael Tegardine alongside, and the second row is made up of Alistair Lane and Don Hardman. So all set for the finale of the championship. But already we've had a big off at Gerrard's. Michael Tegardine and Alistair Lane's gone off, so is Stuart Jackson. And coming through there in the lead was number 99. That's Jonathan Clues. But in fact the race has been stopped. So rather an anti-climax here for this final round. Cars coming out for the restart. And again, all cars and drivers have to do 15 laps. Peter Sudborough going through there in the Van Diemen RF87. First lap of the restart, and it's number 11, that's Roger Eccleston in the lead. A great start by Roger Eccleston from Dave Williams. And everybody safely through the S's and up to the Shaw's hairpin for the completion of the first lap. Second lap, Roger Eccleston, Dave Williams. Third is Steve Tyndall. And those three already drawing away. In the fourth place car, as we see 65, that's Alan Pickwell in the Ray 88. Third lap, and we have a new leader, it's Dave Williams. From Roger Eccleston and Steve Tyndall. 25 going through there, that was Gary Lobel. Number 8, Charles Fogg. Fourth lap, Dave Williams, Roger Eccleston, and here we see Steve Tyndall. And following Steve looks like Martin Gilbert. Here comes the leader again, fifth lap, and Steve Tyndall now is up into second place ahead of Roger Eccleston. Fastest lap for the race was put up by number 1, Dave Williams, with a time of 49.2. That's a speed of 98.78. Dave Williams going through, Steve Tyndall, and up into third place is in fact number 99, Jonathan Clues, that is, ahead of Roger Eccleston. Number 3 going through there, that's Shari Godden in a Van Diemen RF91. Here we see another shot of 25 Gary Lobel. There goes the leader, Dave Williams. Steve Tyndall in this battle between number 99 Jonathan Clues and Roger Eccleston, heating up quite a lot now. 23 going through there. That's Martin Young in a Crossley. Here's the battle going on for the lead, still led by Dave Williams, Steve Tyndall, Jonathan Clues and Roger Eccleston. 66 going through, that's Mark Lowe in a Van Diemen RF85. Here comes the leader, Dave Williams, Steve Tyndall. Jonathan Clues now beginning to put pressure on Steve Tyndall, with Dave Williams now getting away and Roger Eccleston dropping back. 66 again, Mark Lowe, and number 44, Peter Sudborough. Dave Williams, could this be Dave's win of the season? With Steve Tyndall and Jonathan Clues still hard at it. Number 12 going through there, Peter Eccleston. Somebody run right off there. As we see number 8 coming through, Charles Fogg. Number 44, Peter Sudborough. And in fact the car that went flying off there is number 65. That's Alan Pickwell. Number 81 going through, that's Mark Birrell. Number 3 going through there, that's Shari Godden in the Van Diemen RF91. Here we see Dave Williams coming through, following number 65, Alan Pickwell. Dave now on his 12th lap. There we see the battle between number 33 Chris Bullymore and Peter Eccleston. Dave going through their 13th lap. The only driver with him now is Steve Tyndall. Number 66 Mark Lowe and Martin Young still dicing for 8th and 9th places. 14th lap. Roger Eccleston is on his own now in 3rd place. Jonathan Clues having dropped down the lap charts. There's 81 going through, Mark Birrell, followed through by Chris Bullymore and Peter Eccleston. 66 again, Mark Lowe and Martin Young. Here's Dave Williams on his last lap, just a couple of seconds clear of Steve Tyndall. Here we see this battle between Mark Birrell and Peter Eccleston, followed through by Chris Bullymore. In fact, those two drivers got past Mark Birrell. Dave Williams won the race doing 15 laps in 12 minutes 32.05, a speed of 96.93. From Steve Tyndall, Roger Eccleston, Martin Gilbert, Peter Eccleston and Chris Bullymore. And that's the end of the final round of the Star of Mallory Formula Ford 1600 Championship for 1991, with the champion Alistair Lane.
Well, a very eventful final round of the championship, but a good win for Dave Williams, taking his first win in the series of that year. But with both Alistair Lane and Michael Tegedine retiring, positions stayed the same, so the 1991 champion was Alistair Lane. If you enjoyed these series of races, please like the video and subscribe. We'll be coming out with another of our Motor Racing Archive films next week, so do look out for it. Thank you very much for watching and see you soon. Goodbye.